all can want some no a year. Adeɛ bi a wa observe. When who say they be a public account committee. Omo kwa asetena no mo frɛ Ghana fo a omo yɛ adwuma ama ɔman na. De yetia ne sɛ nkofo bi adiska. Sika no nso mu di wi a. Eno anse ye kan wi a ye nyo mo hwe ne ye gya wo mu. Na wo mo kɔ. Afi bia Auditor General report ba. Na hwe sika nko a ye sɛn no. Sika Ghana fo empanyufo edie. Odwene ho a unse enyoma enkoyi every year. Nti eno ane ne ni abre ena o kire se saa de na wosi etwam. Se ye hwe na obi di sika ne ahwe na wawie na okɔ na ye nye ne hwe. Ha adwen. Nti saa de na wosi etwam. Na oni attorney general ne mpanyufo bi ba betena se se saa de na omu ba na obi aba be di sika ne awie no ye kyewa eno ano no ye ntwemaw Yera John Dramani Mahama ena eka wo ose si ye kyewa nti ose it is pathetic that every year we sit at the Public Accounts Committee hearing stories of reckless misuse of public funds. There should be a fast-track process to send such offenders to Nsawam. President John Dramani Mahama ena okasa assembly. Into ose e wose wona yebefrum aba no medisika. Omudisika na eno ano no hwie nsibiem no. Saa de no ye na bufu ye ne tan. Nti ewo se yejai nti wo ye panyin na udi sika ne nya kyewa yebe miaw yebe mafiaw ye do be konsewem fast if we say de bia fi bia no enkrofo a omudi sika bebre ehano Asin nkofo di sika dodo. Omu di sika Jeff mahye bibi e wo social media no so. Komi page no so na ekotwe saa de we e mine. Obi ba no adi sika no okọ ye nya ne hwe. Ose saa de no e wo si ejai. Panyin a wo de tumi ama no adi sika. No a mismanage no. Na owie no obeka wi ana no ano no. De biane de ase politicians na krono a ekoso ewo ministries ni abanmu adwumakuo mu krono a ekoso ewo MMDCs foni mu saa de biane de ase amanyofo nanso obi a wonim public finance ni kire wo se akrachefo na omunye politicians no upe omu wia omine pa omuka ho yentie President John Dramani Mahama na afie wia de ye pese kan ye kan ho asem.
And so I have a meeting on Thursday with the Chief Justice. Recently, I've been watching the Public Accounts Committee, and it's so pathetic. You know, why must we every year congregate at the Public Accounts Committee, and then you hear all kinds of atrocious, things. I mean, recklessness with public funds and resources. And so I have a meeting on Thursday with the Chief Justice, the Attorney General, and others to find a final solution to this Auditor General's report, that persons who are found guilty of infractions or do not follow due procedure or lead to loss of public resources, we must have a fast-track process to Nsawam fast track before you see your answer, 6 months. Until we do that, until there's a deterrent, we're going to come every year and they say total misappropriation and infractions of found out by the Auditor General is about 15 billion cedis. I mean, if we save 15 billion cedis, can you imagine what it could do? And so we're going to have a meeting, we're going to brainstorm. We've not fully implemented the constitutional provision. There's a part of the provision that says after the Public Accounts Committee has sat on the Auditor General's report, Parliament must set up a committee. What we don't know is whether it should be a parliamentary committee or it's a committee not necessarily made of parliamentarians to implement the findings of the Auditor General. Right now what we use is the the ARICs. Every department is supposed to set up an ARIC. But once they've come from the Public Accounts Committee, virtually nobody follows up on what's the recommendations that were given. And so the Audit Reports Implementation Committees are not working. And so we must find a way where we are able to create a deterrent until people know that you can be held responsible for these things that you do. They'll continue to do the same thing. And so after Thursday, I'm sure we'll come up with some way where persons who are culpable of misusing the resources of the people will be held to account so that others, do not follow suit.
President John Dramani Mahama and Awashia Ghana in Penyufua Omoshe Abaye Enyuma Kuo Bebriso. And all the two just say Afibia na ya friend for se mumbra na mumetrete sikano eye den efa hen moye ne den ade na sika we mantua ade na sika we mutua ye ade na sika we yehu ade ntina muntimi account for every year ye ba ne aba betie bi ye bewie no hwi ensi no moko o se eduru mra e wo se ye hye mra ne ketintu wie ne wa diskana straight 6 months now dance wam se ya anya bibia ebetimi asheki nkrofo ma unsa wudi online sika bibi betimi atoa a waste of time say de bia beba ni ababa betietie de kekeke a waste of time okan manage pa me hu say at the right time me hu ensesaye bi ewo President John Dramani Mahama mu na eyame de sebi yese sebi okwasia na ensesa na adwene obi a opese oye de opena na ensesa na adwene but say yewra John Mahama koni se ya dia ene ebehu nsesaye bi wo Ghana if you say baby wadru ne eye ne legacy period eye 4 years pen owo inti say John Mahama president entimi anye bibia biema Ghana yewie right now President John Mahama o task ne so se wentimi ama Ghana nsesa a resetia bibia ni ho a obia beka ye begia di biem if we say the last hope no kre pai woman say the last hope was Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Sabrena wo ba ya wo be say o mine no. Meka president o part 1 no. O mine de wo be ye no no. Ene abufu a na ehye nkrofo mu no. Ye man koda ni Nebukadnezar kwawi enwura kakra. Ewo afuo mu ho no. Upie ba ye no. Ensesaye bi aba. If we say na baby o mine dru no. Say utie history na Danko Akufo-Addo na ne esusu say obema oman no adane kra akọ baby pa ena amfa ena se say Ghana for se wasa trenti bra oba ye wo ye nyoma bia ekoyie Yewra John Mahama papa ena wona me address o sa 4 years say Ghana anye ya enye wie biem se wantimi ama Ghana ansesa Ghana ensesa biem se ye Haruno Julius o Bawumia o Educhumo wa entimi if say wo wantimi anya obi ani wa already no Ghana fo nje amanyofo ni Ghana fo nye amanyofo ni Ghana fo ye de ani hwe amanyofo ba ko mienu miensa te say Ghana ni na ni tete ho ena minim enkomo bi a wankasa wakoma mu wadi sa nkomo no de minim ba men kan kire obi a ba de minim ne se unim se wo feli a wanhwe ya e de asam foforo bi na beba papa me se ka bi minim ade bi a ewo wutirima minim enkomo bi a wadi ewo wakoma mu a minim sa nkomo no na eyenkomo a wugitum se wo wantimi anya e de asam foforo bi beba sa asam foforo no wanhwe ya enkofo ani beji de esi wo Burkina ne Mali ne nasefo no so unim asema me kai me kasa kire wakomam yera President John Mahama me say kabiem for the third time president minim ade bi a wo dwene wo wadwene mu ne wakomam na wankasa I come into a conclusion say wantimi amboa Ghana fo a wanhwe ya Ghana fo no ebedwene de ABC wo Burkina Faso ni Mali no na eduru ho na wanhwe ya mommo mpanyifo no enkofo bechemo ene mpanyifo na amasa oman no ahwemo saade no odwene ho enti wa wonim se ewo so ye bibi me say can the last and fourth time yera John Mahama enkomo bia na no wudi ye no minim ewo wakomam we wan kan kire obi a o ewo wakomam minim na aka kire ho se wo feli a wan hwe ya Ghana fo nye amanyosem eye democracy endi biem na wan hwe beduru ba bi no na Ghana fo kondo de enye democracy enti wonim se ewo se wo ye bibi ma Ghana fo hu se ena wo hu se emaburu nso dooso enti maburu no nso omuni abotre na emaburu no nso because na no kaye say wo de Ghana fo bi si ho a ebi pre soja amamuo na no kan eyen koma na wadi wo wakomam na yi bi pieye minim sa nkomo no ya so me ho daye wo sa nkomo nim enti yera dwomama unim de me kan eni nti na me address wo papa e wo wakomam unim se wanya asembesi enti ye na asembi ansi min kan bebre because so tiase enwa de obeka ye no e ani gsm if you say on May every year report to better say every year Ghana lose $3 billion because of corruption every year enyam na meka you opa check it check it every year Ghana loses $3 billion through say crowd be aba be ka ho every year and we had the report every year Ghana krono a ye boy ho no Ghana sika ye kre $3 billion every year but ye ko IMF e ko pesi kafia ni ye senkrofo adwuma na say every year na sam na kan wo part 1 nso na e ka ho krono na nya nko a wo time as a president part 1 na nkofo wia the same thing nothing happened a kwa fourth republic ya wia saa ya wia na nya amanyofo no nko a mo ne ede hye mo na mo mutena se na technocrats akrachefo no awie sika no eto de bia ne ede ahye mo emre bi muntaka bae obeye minister anche ne ma ne sign check bi ye hwe ne pampers nyina wom ye ne muntaka pampers ma yenka abakosem obekone ni akire wa krachefo no na wa mu ani ana ho a akrachefo ni na wie sika no ne ye de ahyem because mo ya amanyofo akrache for technocrats, engineers no mu assembly no. Omo na wia oman no by the shemo. Because amanyoni uba winim de ekoso. Enti accountant ne support it. Enti e ma ubi no musu wia bi. Ade aye 5 cedis. Abaya jumani betimi de ama 50 cedis. Near the procurement aye ne basa. Munim wana mu wia. Akrachefo ni na wia o. Enya amanyofo ni bebre. Amanyoni ni de ono no wo ba bia ofefa ne nyoma. Ba wo promo mu wie sika aban sika pa eye technocrats akrachefo no yenim enti ne eka sa directors ni CEOs ni ho ahwan no because engineer omo na eton asase no omo na nyoma ni bi wo akra wo ye chief unya we ni awie e wase ho wani beba so no ni aye ofomfram ya disika no. Every year, Ghana loses, please get it for me, $3 billion. Do you understand it? Every year, I just say, what am I mentioning? Say, every year, MAHAMA so. Ne time, part one. Akufo-Addo kraminya maso, but me born no ane die so. Part one, MAHAMA 2012, Ghana lose $3 billion. It's more add mami. MAHAMA ebe spend 4 years. Ewa bemu part 1. And he said, based on the findings, she said every year Ghana ye lose 3 billion. And she said, yera MAHAMA nkwano Ghana ye lose ye what it 3 4 so 12 billion dollars. But omunye calculation mami. Muntie enyam na meka you shraj report by. Mungu gema misisi anam fanto so no bi nkasa bia mabom trim na meka. On the average, 3 billion, IMF sika 3 billion, no, ye lusu sa. It's MAHAMA part 1, no. Ghana, say every year, near lusu 3 billion, o calculate for 12 billion. Fatu mami. Yembra yera na Akufo-Addo so. From 2017 to 2024, 8 years. And also more add 3 plus 3 times 8. 24. Into 24 billion. Yewra Akufo-Addo nkwa time no say we calculate sika Ghana ye hwere ye through corruption and da hono. Thank you very much. I say Ghana loses 3 billion to corruption a year. Enyame na meka you asem bi wo na meka me metena hambo misre mu nka bibi da. Na obetwe sa sika we na ye akrachefo no enya amanyofo eye akrachefo no ene bo modern emi awi asa sika no. Ghana loses $3 billion to corruption a year. And to calculating an Akufo-Addo 8 years and also become one now, is it?
36. 36 billion.
36.
MAHAMA for Akufo-Addo 8.
Akufo-Addo 8.
And you know, that's a Okabomo at 12. No? That's when you're 36.
36.
Yeah.
And from MAHAMA part 1 to Akufo-Addo 8 years no. Ghana based on this one, you lose say 36 billion dollars. But your fashion utrim. 36 billion dollars on my way. Say imagine sa sika way and ye day boy ya ho bra. Anka wo kwan ne yenye. Twa ye betra ha ne e ka asem ne ani abra wonti ase 36 billion and from MAHAMA part 1 ebe pim Akufo-Addo time and ye wie sika yi and ye de ye on man adwuma anka ebe ko IMF anka o kwan na de bia wo say aban be ye kwan ye se ni sika anka ebe ko akobo besia ene da ho no. Oh nice ene da ho no o ma sa de abetum 21st March 2025 we are current too. I say Ghana loses approximately $3 billion each year to corruption, depriving the nation of critical resources needed for development, according to President of Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, Beauty Nati. Also speaking at the launch of the Strengthening the Rule of Law and Fight Against Corruption, and Mrs. Nati lamented that his staggering loss is double the country's annual foreign direct investment, meaning say sika every year ye di free amanone ebe supporto omeyi sika ye wia ɛdɔɔso kyɛn deɛ de bɛboa yɛn ɔman no ɛnie where they are current to 2025 no one can say Nana Jantuah boni trim no kaye na mamin san kaye rajo mahama biem 2015 no na ye president ni DVL boss ni afre no Justice Amegashi ni DVL boss 2015 na ye ra John Dramani Mahama on na ye president or appointed papa bi no ye DVL boss ni afre no Justice Amegashi na contractor or de bema DVL no na ye $3.6 million contract na ye 3.6 no ye wie na contract na huri ko 9.6 papa ne call public accounts committee ni ebusa nse sika ne we ya o se to air is human onipa na ye bone momfa me bone ncheme ye de bone ne che no ye radwo mahama anye hwe papa nti na me kan wa ha de university nti wo kan wa asema ye be refer kasa ye mframa eye pa se wo kasa se wo de enyoma bi ba besisi akwam se de be obi anwie sika wo wie sika nso abedansa wam me the story na ebra usisi e bra Facebook na be cheke bi bra Facebook ah Jesus Christ ene da ho no branji ma wadwen kwa making kan na wo chirichi mu mame mpacho bra Facebook na be kenkan bi mame we year 2015 under John Dramani Mahama part 1 and then mehu se nani abre a wo kase sanyoma no ache nti uye wo se achi utum no former DVL boss the okai ni o se to air is human former DVL boss begs after $3.6 million contract jumps to 9.9 million we na ye John Dramani Mahama part 1 mamen kan bi o say a former what's happening? All right. A former chief executive of the DVL, Justice Emagashi, is begging Ghanaians for forgiveness. After failing to explain a mysterious jump in contract sum from $3.6 million to $9.9 million. Right,
Nana, openi ano da DVL ano. Sabre no 2015. Eno opa Ghana for Chelsea and Fancheno. Na contract ya na nke say $3.6 million no owi ase no nice we use $9.9 million and was say yemfanche no sanse nipa na yebone.
Mr. Amegashi admitted he signed you at that time John Mahama Breso part 1 he signed a $3.6 million contract and does not know how the figure so dramatically changed to $9.9 million.
Nana papa no Amegashi ekire say ono krata ordinance ahye ase no na sika wo so ye $3.6 million eti we hu kwaye fa so a sika no edani ani kwaye $9.9 million eti no de eno je se yekuhu eyi prophet mo reza abofu bi the best san no mu ana say
ye general manager Jimmy Aga papa ni mpa cho be he papa no ne da ho no
ana same way there.
Imagine say you Jimmy Agla assign wahun krata wasign say sika wo de be ma morning show for 10,000 afi ye chire ye koye auditor e ko 50,000 10,000 so no sign and e ko 50,000 and ye tua ewie ye busa ne say na ye den e ko 10,000 na minimum fancheme
Timon Fancham is Nana in excess of about $6 million. And yes,
Parliament Select Committee on Transport demanded an explanation. Or say to air is human. Monfanchemi. Way under John Drum, Mrs. Papa or Dasunam ho.
Yeah.
The BIA ye can once I remember 2016. One of the reasons are Mekasi and Tuntia John Mahama 2016. Ayanam Kofontie na Mekasa because of history. Here. Wenti emu ba kunti ade ba kwa yemu bi campaign ti a John Mahama part 1 ni bi nie de enti a ye campaign ti a John Dramani Mahama at that time enie ba kunie ɛne sɛ wɔgyina mu maa ne DVLA boss ɛtumi wie sika ɛma DVLA wie sika from 3.6 ɛkɔ 9.9 ɔka to air is human bibia nsi because na yɛ photo s yɛsɛ wɔnyɛ biribi agreement bi a kyɛ sɛ ho basa DVL ni photo s at that time yɛwura John Mahama ntimi antwe yɛmu bi campaign say because of this yɛntu ntia no Ghana for tia no I am sure say okɔ yɛ no akɔ akɔtena se adwene ho ahu sɛ saa nyoma we ntimi ntoa so enempo $1 million yɛ adekoto enti mpacho te 9.9 million free 3.6
nana
ti free mami
na kyɛ sɛ
ti free sika ni ma papa no obi edi sɛ sika no
na obit me nya 6.3 6.3 remember
9.9 mon subtracting 9.9 million free 3.6 from benya say
6.3
enti 6.3 akwakogu obi botom sa 6.3 no egu obi botom bi ansi we enka ya broach say China ka Dr. Justice nka etwaniti Justice Amagashi or a DVL boss say on nam ho or say 2 years human yem fa e born in channel China nka betwaniti ene na busuafo bibia ansi enti ewura John Mahama part 2 a wabeya a wasua ehu se saa nyoma ne ha yi a wo so obeye no we are hoping say enye de wo kanu nko a nemo bibi betimi asi
obeye bibi because me anra me hu ye nana na mani age se o ka semwe ba nana obi de say 9.9 from 3.6 but the first term of John Dramani Mahama asem na okay ba na me wanwa kakra me hwa ade a wo de beto osisi me wanwa because obi so da yesen ko person $1 million me ba enye Vicky Hammer
yeah
e dey na to no she was sacked right and the papa yama frivolous explanation bi a nsem bi animu a kyese enyina so bi anim se nsamanfo na bese san krata no ye 9.9 million no no de wonim
me your godfather Eddie Biaba Jimmy Agla or say general manager or say if that happens at multimedia kadiebe ni I will not only be sacked I will definitely be handed over for the police for arrest and prosecution period
sa na besie now the difference between ankurankura adwuma and aban adwuma aban ni wofa aban ni abusua pani bia aban ni obi a woka bi ma no it is obi be transo so won na edi aban anim de na kwaso do ne kohwe pumu kura no a ne agya ne sa ne aye politics MPP NDC ne agya asem na aka because aban ni kamafo but when it come to multimedia mesi kwasi twumu a anchew ama police fo kura ne wani anya hwehwemu kura kwasi twuma busuafo a wo mani da so omu nua no beba na duma akoso no wo beba after you. Do you see the differences?
Papa no ne nam ho o say momfa ncheme obi entimi anya hwe yewura John Mahama crime has no expiring date
and that's why I'm reminding him of Vicky Hammer says ana na friend o say osun da ye o nya se wa fasika no osun da ye se nkonya $1 million ya we jai politics. There no a deputy gender right?
I pamono.
But
when you obi enyamu be 6.3
no was in na nabi a wewu saman. And the best sade no krata ne so. So oni reason to me money bi. And was in wo fa bia na no bi. Motor ball no wu ye ono ne saman the best san number no e ko $9.9 million e wo paper ne so. Because it doesn't have a reason to me money bi. How on earth can you tell us this?
And based on that calculation, and a mature will say, Yanyan who says every year Ghana for Yankasi Ria Muntio Ghana for acquired to say we ja now wama o yirisi kasa on function ma na o yiri ni ho a wasa ko wiesi kano wama o yire bia 1,000 say fashion kra no omu ni ho no mu pia na wankasa wasa ko wiem
na unim die nti am mani abre no me hu interesting trends bi wa ha Jeff project mame Afro barometer na o hwe corruption ewe ye system ni mu how a o mareti corruption index no ababedura 2024 ye twam ya o mo dia bedura na very interesting trend a o mo dia aba no e ma ye hu se o man no hu ye be no MPP NDC wo kan is a binum to wo mu di atem
on them in fa
so yes wo be di atem o mo ye ba wo man no na from 2012 e de eba Jeff betimi a project dia maya.
Yeah.
2012 nana. Omo na ye corruption mu no enko yie no. Ne kon ne enko yie no was 56%. Enumpo de yemfa ne se eye kakra na wonim de ma ne ba MAHAMA administration no. On say sa brand transition no aye bibi kakra nti omfin se MAHAMA no eba ono be kata no ma so people talk say corruption ye ntimi fighting ye.
Yeah.
It is already trend said you see corner 2014 under John Dramani MAHAMA. Perception called 74%.
And they were red, no?
Yes.
But over Facebook.
It is already that Facebook now. Red no say a bad pa. Enkoye. And now the I say brown be and yellow no. Tray say and only the ekoye. It is already an already trend now. My main generalizing and sign my specifics no. Now that's already trend now from 2012. Ye kono e confirm Ebaya 2014 adepo and ye see a boy a homoden kakra from
just a part 1 of John MAHAMA no corruption course pa muntie red no na yentimi nkyere mu ye over Facebook ye dia to ye were red ni yellow red ni chese e very bad until from 2012 at Mills because at Mills time muntimi kasa na corruption e wo ho but John MAHAMA be pick here from 2012 no na corruption no de bia e course in fact it was worse in 2014
sure I call 74%.
Good.
Bad. Nana. Who the bar be 2017 2017 we say as a 2014 to 2017 year boy home modern kakra see a bit to me akoti 2017 year boy home modern because that new government
because it was Nana
Akufo-Addo bent people believe say no ma bebre na na won 2014 the man MAHAMA de na enko yi no because of Jida Sada ne sa no man na manfo expect say people have to be dealt with no no it na MAHAMA performance no wo fam Akufo-Addo ba na yes wo wa ba ide ye benya that particular confidence that me fight because new government and another share bo bebre so oba enkofu bi wo ho a wo no mbedi na nana eba sa no yetimi erezi eba eye about 67
na say ye hope say
ye be koye
na Akufo-Addo betimi ai bibia for corruption
and to hwe ayi ho na ye wo 67
right
nana efiri hwa na nana do danko Akufo-Addo so se abi gu mu ade anwea gu mu 2019 no de na ehuri ye kon no aba fam ama is a corruption nana so kai PPA contracts for sale
and say it means that once I catch you say Nana Akufo-Addo after 2 years so be ha president bia ba 2 years no oyade
the performance no
but after 2 years now obi ekasa oyade no eno mu hya ase edi sebi nsem hunu it was Nana Akufo-Addo 2017 na ya from 2019 after say ka say IMF ye free mu no and after corruption is
shase na ejapa royalties ni nyina na shase na manfo say nkrofo be wiaye na na ya ba 2022
na ye west
afedi aginsem and in fact ho ne ye highest chese ho ne ya mo ye ho modern kra wo ketase se president
2022 na Nana Akufo-Addo shase lusu MPP shase lusu from 2022 it's evidence nature say even at that time I kasa John MAHAMA dey 74% no na so we Ghana for 10 na emu 7 say John MAHAMA corrupt no na buy no over 2022 under Nana Akufo-Addo no now we Ghana for 10 na emu 8 and 9 say
Nana
Akufo-Addo corrupt
okay say sa brand so na auditor general
Domelevo
expose Akufo-Addo some of the deals and they woman and now so more tata na ma Domelevo resign so okay and am for say any aginsem special prosecutor he say aginsem anya ye enti ho na ko soro pa na before say we beba mu no 2024 near say na 80 column Akufo-Addo na say wo hwa contracts a chese bi age agu ni ade na ade ba ko ewu mu ni say so wo hwa trends corruption no 2024 8.4 billion Ghana cedis
ni wi
auditor general say SK no ohwehwemu a entatsu
yedi
ayira yedi
si yedi a na yedi de bia fi bi yedi
na eno na me kire mu bai na 15.57 there billion osese ye pese agia ye betumi awurawura nkrofo butum akoje 15 ye recover
na 1 billion kra adequate
na sika no nyesika
to say 1 billion kra adequate
na
no mo ye ne se unse ne akokwa nya no men se bia na se koto ade we ti ade we ne 5 cedi no ye free bi under invoice na over invoicing be a 5 cedi maybe an invoice no the Bible 15 into adene de wato ba wabu bia
na public accounts committee obi ankoto monitor yes ya umiemia so ya watro say 42,000 Ghana cedis we computer monitor ya
na na wato ade no ho no kan wate ase na enye so nkoto yo na wa wie sika no ade no wo ho te se kodo then if any example sanitizer yenyem se bia sanitizer if you have 20 cedis into ebia no atro say 50 cedis na no ati ase invoice wo ho sanya kro no but ne akokwa aka no eno na se charge nipa no say standard price ne ntesa
ade na F5 no akoto 20
na only so auditor say utie accounts committee no question auditor no query sa ade no say die nti na mo akoto monitor just one monitor 42,000 you come here in boma 84,000 na monitor I don't say it was 17,000 but we don't know how the thing was entered 42 so we have even it's a mistake nana
abanti ya no wawi
waja kepiaza
manager no kwa yi ni bi owo ho ne de ne to ada kamera mu ye tua ne ka 26 ati for pay 10 months am I
manager kwa yi
anano wa hwe bi obi ewu ena empanifo na da yedwuma think thermal teachers omo kwa yie ni bi
okay omo nyina akosi
esa akobon san kra
see
ekosi wo na abno sa business mo omsu kwa yie koli ko ni pay ko 26 months
ni tuanika
obi amfa nko
na corruption na no the chat na ba abehu ne ndi ana na anam se mahama time we di enye so mo brunsan bia ba na kwam na unja legacy na heni
enti
before 2022 no opa na napa afrobarometer report you be say for screenshot and so governor Bibiana Mahama 2014 there na AWS you started afrobarometer from 1999 the best president in fact data Akufo Uyina the worst and enya no until Akufo-Addo 2022 afrobarometer na president John Dramani Mahama every single data set afrobarometer na 2014 nya president approval ratings state issues bibia 2020 dia na ekun wona na Mahama worst na 26 Akufo-Addo call 14 corruption and a corruption dey edi enya akwa analysis akwa na brilliant na oman no ye too soft on corruption. And then you see some of the sportings and levy we boats at the just kept the corruption in the system. Kept the corruption in the system. Nana Eden will be a woo. Nana way one institution. Into the Ghana institutions why nana the nipa bako krana. Look at the amount of money. And President Mahama said so kasa na do so and also be oh years obe frubia.
Oh say
nana report na dia bani abubudin. Say be ne call committee I wanna brantie ti nipa na make sure say you know 26 man ni pay nko oh nana sometimes no
there be say was sent no offer key people no
nana key people no
attorney general na say
nana faso bi eni
also okoba no say ono so be dictator
nana me ba ya auditor general nana me ba auditor general report na eden ye free be management letters to me ba ye no Jimmy Musumu koto konso me ko no ko ho no receipt na da wona nya konso receipt a microphone receipt be chechim Jimmy the response by Enoch the response by auditor general kan nyina afu ai no na wa ye ne auditor general report na o say abrante yen say charge no abrante wi aboye ka yen hia chechiremu bia bio nya tia ne say public accounts committee na the powers of a high court udu wonu ma wo na wutu esika na ekwan abonu so wutu aya auditor general establish ya we say charge you
sure
nana yesa na process akwan semfudu wakwa yie unu obi na yadwuma nipa na wu wakwa yie 26 months na over the date man pay ba oya konfo nana nya afa na yekoya committee na na drink bia na TV
nti e wasa oye enya sa oye
na nya mechi nana me no ya adwuma ba na me kan say
ni supreme leader bia
nana ya additional bureaucracy
no but for the first or not tie utie president John Mahama he is also equally worried with that bureaucracy.
Yes.
So what he is trying to do, and say, Osia Chief Justice near Attorney General Nimpenyufona. Then they come out with a fast track system. I don't know what fast track system. Because the system they yet to say as a local for na say be a KMia. Moi nkasa mon set committee bi na mon fan say charge.
Can me pick audit report act amawa. You can clearly see there be punitive measures there. Ye yamra fufuro bia. Procurement law na clear. Nana for example, yes, we do competitive tender. it's only special to say a COVID-19 vaccine. I did be a koto then they so Nana Jantuah the West Pettis Yamon Femra and oh Banana Osha Niamano Public Accounts Committee na ya meeting be a bio. Obiu what could ye yet not what that come 26 nana 26 months 2 years 2 months we are comfort I want o kojo na ye ya kojo pay ni ya save sika na yentua oka oh nana ye ne say amedwen say ebeboa amanfa fa ho bebre bu o man ne dodo afa ho bebre bu o man bibia nana omo pese omunya profit wo ho bibia pese omunya profit wo ho too much and nana me there meeting on the day you me say ye necessary bureaucracy ye nyi yesika na da bia me kan me jeje se Ghana e long mame ye nyi yesika o ya betwi ni mu na yeri na dibi beba na ma na dibi beba ye mia wo ma na nyi yesika tuma
another thing cry encourage sadi we sa plea bargain na me se wo muntwa sadi nim because that is MAHAMA so wo kohia attorney general na yoyi a omomfa nko parliament ye ntwa sadi because you see encourage corruption nipa be fin say o mi wia 500 million me dey ato me ho a ye investment anye bia o mo che me kro mbeka se bi mfa bi nye den emra mfa so amanya nyina manya no kwa and this emra da ho a promote corruption for what
na na invest ma copy ministry manya 1 million cedis
na dey investment
na ma ya fixed deposit investment na ka se me mfa system na me dey ba na mbeko ohun na me dey corruption is too much public sector na say as ye ni ya ko politician ba public sector ba kromfo.
And I mean one thing Eugene, the OSP, the attorney general and those people, they are very slow for me. In fact, more action because no maybe there are clear evidence.
Sometimes it is I understand. But you see, say public system na
bureaucracy.
Enya omao. And na wo ye bibi tra obi kra so besiu. Ahwe ye wo krom ha na LGP the CMP. Look at the dragon. Now who go supreme when you empower betimi. You cannot do that because in public service where you rajo MAHAMA maybe a person or chinipa, right? You susu se bia ngophobia diska. But okoye bibi na traswa.
We were here and they told us emphatically that even with the oral there are so many evidence to assist the
attorney
general and the others and your president there sorry president didn't 2 million these people
or the 2 do that or the 2 million quarter so if there's anything president can only appeal to the chief justice say hey anything Akufo-Addo maybe or fast track no. You understand? Or fast track no. The fast track system was that bureaucracy be womb into yente special court be dealing with those things. And only president will be appeal on Timmy Crown Force. Into me pacho the way you may see kono. Ebi I say a problem yente special court ayenye. And yes the system is so bureaucratic that don't mean anything. That's the honest truth.
Now, so what's the function of these particular people?
And I'm saying the function is that the president is not court
and all that.
The president,
clear evidence.
And I'm saying there could be evidence, but the president is not court. And what the president can only do is that Chief Justice boy, but President Nantimin can say where this car into into and no
the Attorney General
Attorney General do be court.
Yes.
So if we have any problem, a court system then there was a G2. Maybe you don't understand, but my many honorable Adenimo, Andrew Komono, astute member of parliament.